Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today in this video, we'll be talking about the calendar module in Odoo 17. Okay, so calendar is a very important thing in our day-to-day life, right? So we mark things inside a calendar. Like if you are a business person, means your appointments, your meetings, everything regarding your activities will be scheduled and viewed inside the calendar. So it's very important to follow up the calendar and mark things inside the calendar. So Odoo 17 has a very effective calendar module. So I'm not stretching it. Let's move on to the module and see what the calendar module offers us. So guys, now let's open the calendar module and see what are the things which are inside the module. So here you have the calendar module. I'm opening it. If you can't find that, means you have to go to the App Store and install it. Okay. So here's the calendar module. Now, as you know, calendar is a basic thing which shows a month and the dates and the day of week and all such things. Okay. So similarly, we have a calendar here in Odoo. So this is the calendar. Okay. So I'm just removing this so that you'll get a better view. So this is the onboarding tips. So I'm going to remove it so you get a better sight of the calendar. Okay, so this is the calendar. It shows January, February 2024. Okay, this is the end of January because this week means it's a mix of 2 months. Okay, so that is shown below. Now this is basically a weekly view. Okay, you have different views like based on a day, a week, month or year. So this is based on week. Okay, so if you're choosing month, means you'll get a monthly view over here. Now the thing is that you can see different colors over there. Like you have this green color, yellow color and all. What are these things? So if you just take a look at the right side of the screen, you can see the attendees over there, which is Michelle Edmond, Wood Corner, then your company, Mark Demo and all those things. So each of them are referred with different colors. Okay, so with these colors, we can identify they are the ones who are responsible of these events marked in the calendar. Okay, so using this, we can actually mark an event for any particular date. And if you want to schedule any kind of appointments and all, you can do that here. Okay, so this is the calendar of the month January. Now we are on this date. So current date will be displayed within a circle. Okay, so if you want to mark any events, means you can simply click on the date where you have to schedule this meeting or event. So once you click that, such a wizard comes which shows a new event. So I'm adding a title as a demo event or something. And you have to specify the start date as well as the end date of the event. So currently the start date of the event is given as 31st of January, and you can choose the day on which this is going to end. So I'll put it as 1st of February or 2nd of February, whatever it is. Once you're done, you can go back, and whether this event is going on all day means you have to simply check this. Okay, if not, you can simply specify the time over here. Okay, so if it's a continuous event, means you need not specify anything, simply check or select this all day. And if it's not all day, means what you have to do is unselect it, and then you have to specify the time, that is the starting time and the ending time of the event. So that's a basic thing. And then you can choose the attendees. So by default, the logged in person will be there as the attendees. And if you want to add more attendees, means you can simply click on the drop down over here and choose it. Okay, so that's the more attendees. So you can choose any one from here. So if I choose Abigail Peterson, means along with Michelle Edmond, Abigail is also an attendee of the event. And if you want to specify a video call URL for this, you can simply copy the URL and paste it over here. So once the event starts or once the meeting starts, people can easily join, that is the attendees can easily join using the link which you specify over here. And then you can describe your meeting. Okay, you can simply describe the event which you've created if you want. Okay, so that's the things, and here you have more options. So which will expand you and take you to the event screen. Okay, so you have the reminders over here. So if you want to, want you to be notified. So if you're a person who forgets everything so fast, means you have this option which is reminders. So using this reminder, you can, set a reminder like notification 15 minutes before, 30 minutes before, 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, or email before 3 hours, whatever it is, based on your, convenience, you can choose it from here. So if I'm choosing notification before 15 minutes and how many attendees, the count and all will be there. Okay. So all those details regarding the event can be viewed over here. So if you want to add a tag for your event, you can add it. So whatever it is, whether it's a customer meeting or an internal meeting or an off-site meeting, open discussion, whatever it is, you can choose it. So if I'm adding an open discussion, so that's a tag. It's simply to identify what is going on in this event. And then you can choose appointments over here. Okay, if it's related to any appointment means that can be chosen from here. So I'm not choosing anything. And you can choose the privacy as available or busy, whatever the status is, you can choose it and it will be viewed by the public or private or only internal users. So currently I'm putting it as public. And then you have the organizer as well as the description. So that's the meetings. And here you have the email as well as the SMS. That is to send SMS or email to the attendees. Okay. So that they don't forget about the meeting or the event or whatever you're scheduling. So once it's done, let's go back to the meetings. And here you can see a demo event is, created. Okay. So that's how you schedule a meeting or an event for a particular day. So is it possible to add multiple events? Yes, it is possible. Okay. So click on the same date where you have to add another event. So the same thing will come. See the demo event. The notification has come. The one which I created right now. So 15 minutes before the meeting, this thing has come and you can simply see the details or you can snooze it or even you can set or click OK. So I'm clicking OK. That's the notification. Okay. Now here, as I said before, you can add one more event if you want. So there is no specific limit or count for adding a meeting towards your calendar. So yeah, that's how you do it. And here you have a rough view or a smaller view of the calendar, which shows the current date. Now from here, you can see the different months. Okay. So that's how you do it. And yeah, here you have the, you can even remove this thing. That is the screen is split into two, right? The right section can be completely removed from here by using this. Okay, so that you will only see the calendar. Okay, so that's how you do it. And here you have other view, which is called the list view. Okay, other than the calendar view, you have the list view also for this. So from here also you can simply schedule a meeting. So click on new meetings. So comes the same screen and here you can add the subject of the meeting. So I'm adding business lunch. And you can set the start date and the end date, when it's going to start and when it's going to end. So here's a time. By default, there's a time. So you can choose whatever it is. And based on the time which we give, the duration will be automatically calculated. Or you can simply add all day, whatever it is, you can add it. Okay. So if you want to specify a particular time, means you have to do that over here. Or if you are putting all day, means you have to simply set this and set the start and end date. Okay. And whether it's a recurrent one means you can simply check it. Okay. And then you have the time zone over here. You can select the time zone. Then you have how often it should be repeated, weekly, and repeat on which weekday. That can also be chosen from here. Okay. So number of repetitions. So how many times it should be repeated. You can simply choose it from here. So if I'm giving 10 times, so that will be repeated 10 times for 10 weeks. Okay. And then you have the location, which is, it can be an online meeting or whatever it is. And then, as I said before, we have the option to provide the video call URL. So you can specify the URL over here. Okay. And if you want to add any Odoo meeting, means you can simply add it from here. Okay. So that is added. By clicking on that meeting link will be there on the video call URL. And if you want to clear the meeting or even join the video call, you can do that from here. So I'm simply clearing the meeting. So that's how you clear it. Once again adding it, and if you want to join the video call, you can join it from here. Then you have the tags, the appointments, the privacy, all those things which we saw right before. Okay, so that's how you schedule meeting inside the list view. So that's the calendar. Now you have the appointments. So all the appointments which you have created will be there here. Okay, so it's easy to create an appointment. Now here you have this. I'm just removing it. So it should hide the onboarding tips. So are you sure you want to hide these confirmation steps? So I'm going to get them out of my site. So that's gone. Now if you want to create a new appointment, it's very simple. Click on new over here. And here comes the appointment creation form. Okay, so you can give a title. So I'm giving it as a doctor's appointment or something. Okay, now you have to choose the duration of the appointment. So I'm putting as 3 hours, and the scheduling, that is how many hours before it should be scheduled. So I'm putting minimum 1 hour before and maximum 15 days or from date. So minimum and maximum time can be specified over here. Okay, and allow cancelling. So how should the cancellation work? So it will allow cancellation only until 1 hour before the appointment is scheduled. Okay, and then you have the availability on users or resources, whatever it is, you can choose according to your need. And then you have the users, the front end display, whether you should show picture or no picture. Okay, and then you have the assignment method, which is to pick user, then resource, then time, or select time, then user, then resource, and select time, then auto assign. So whatever it is, you can choose it. So that's the assignment method. That is how users and resources will be assigned to meetings customers book on your website. Okay, so that's the 3 modes. You can choose however it is. And here comes the schedule. Okay, so this is the schedule. You can add it from here, and here comes the options where you have the website, the time zone, the location. So you can set the location over here, and you have the video conference link, which is taking you to Odoo Discuss. So from there, the video call will take place. And then you have the upfront payment, so which is to require visitors to pay to confirm their bookings. Okay, now you have limit to work hours. So if you're putting limit to work hours, means you can check it over here. And then you have the create opportunities. So if you want to create an opportunity from this appointment, that is also possible from here. So from this appointment, opportunities can be created. So this is for each scheduled appointment, create a new opportunity and assign it to the responsible user. Now here you have the reminders, how often the reminder should come. That is 15 minutes before, email 3 hours, and SMS text message 1 hour. Then you have the confirmation email template as well as the cancellation email template. Then if you want to put any particular person as the CZ, you can choose it. So I'm putting Abigail Peterson, and if you are allowing guests for this appointment, you can simply check this. Okay, so that's basically how you add it. And if you have any questions for this appointment, means you can add those questions over here. So whatever your question is, so I'm asking what are your symptoms. That was the example given over there. Okay, so I've asked the question as what are your symptoms. Now the question type can be single line text, multi-line text, drop down, radio, or even checkboxes. So whatever it is, you can choose it from here. So I'll put single line text. Okay, and then you have the placeholder. So for example, it's like I feel nauseous or whatever it is. So if you're asking what are symptoms, symptoms can be given as the placeholders. And then if it's a required answer, means you can simply check this. Okay, so once you're done, save and close it. So that's how you add questions towards your appointment. And here you have messages, which is to give any introduction message as well as extra message on confirmation. So here you can see the example given. Thank you for your trust. We look forward to meeting you. So that's actually confirmation message. Okay, you can add such message over here. And then you have the introduction message here. During this meeting, we will, and so this begins. Okay, so that's how you specify the introduction as well as the extra message on confirmation. Okay, so that's basically how you create an appointment. You can preview the appointment from here. See, this is how you see the appointment in your website. So you can select date and time. So this is the doctor's appointment, meeting details. So that's it. Now if you go back to the calendar and go to the appointments. So here you have the doctor's appointment which you created. So that's how basically you see the preview. Okay. Let's open it. I'm going to the list view, and from there let's open the doctor's appointment. Okay. Here under the appointment, you have the thing. Let's go to the action over here and click on edit. Okay, I'm going to edit this. So we've already seen the preview. If you want to share it, you can share it, and publishing is also possible. So I'm going to publish it. Now it's available in the website. So you can go to website and view this appointment. Okay. So that's basically how you schedule an appointment. So that's the appointments section over there. And you have the reporting section where you can find all appointments. Okay. So this is basically a graphical kind of reporting where you can see the details of all appointments. Now it shows all appointments where you can add measures such as duration and count. I'm putting duration. Here you have the bar chart and the line chart of the same. Similarly, you have the pie chart for it. Okay. Now you all know about the cumulative view, the stacked view, ascending and descending order, which is that you can view all such things here under the calendars reporting. Okay, so it shows all appointments, and here you have other views like the pivot view. So this is the pivot view of the same. Now you can flip axis from here. Okay, so you can see the measures as well. Now currently it's showing the count of different appointments. Okay, let's see, you have these much events or appointments, whatever you've scheduled. Okay. So that's the pivot view, and if you just take a look, you have the calendar view. Obviously, we'll have the calendar view, right? Because this is the calendar module. So this is the calendar view which we have. Now this is the exact same thing which we see once you open the calendar module. Okay, this is our calendar simply. Now from here also you will get an idea about all the appointments which are scheduled on different dates. Okay, so that's the calendar module, and finally we have the list view of the same. So this is the list view, and from here also you can create a new appointment. So that's the reporting section, and now under the configuration you have the settings. So let's open the settings. Okay, so here under the calendar settings you have only two things, which is the Google Calendar as well as the Outlook Calendar. So using which you can synchronize your calendar with Outlook as well as the Google Calendar. Okay, so these are the basic things which come under the calendar module. It's a very simple module, and using this you can easily manage all your activities. And one more thing we have is the share availabilities. If you just expand it over here, you have different things like select date, anytime, custom link, dental care, interviews availabilities, online cooking list, and doctor's appointment. So these are all the appointments which we created. That is the dental care, doctor appointment and all are the appointments which we created. So if you just click on that, okay, you can see such thing, that is link is copied in your clipboard. Okay, so from there you can open it. Okay, it will directly take you to the one which you've chosen. So going back, and I'll show you choosing other things. I'll just open dental care. Now here the link is copied in your clipboard. Open it and it will take you to the appointment called dental care. So that's how you can simply go to different appointments. Okay, and then you have anytime as well as the custom links and select dates. Okay, so that's basically all about the calendar module. I hope it's clear for you guys. So that was an awesome calendar module by Odoo 17. I hope it's clear for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.